Identifying your stammer is a simple process which is called record and review. I didn't come up with the process, I just discovered it myself doing these videos, and to be honest, it would work for yous as well. And basically, you record yourself speaking. You can either just ramble on in front of a camera, or you can read something, anything you want out loud. And the difference is it's normally set for 5 minutes, and then I don't want you to continue on. I want you to, when you struggle, I want you to stop and then review what you've recorded and then watch what you do. So if you struggle, so let's say that you're reading too fast that you can't even understand yourself. So if you're doing that, then you know that you've got a rushing issue. And if when you notice you're running out of breath, or you go, because that's a sign of running out of breath, or your breathing's not right. So you can identify that. And then the last section is closed mouth words. So the closed mouth words is actually easy to identify. So these are your P and M words, and there's probably many more, but these are the two that I've focused on because of my past history of P and M words. So my P word was present, so I go present, and then it was like misses. And these two words would identify that I struggle with closed mouth words. So once you've like went through that, it's like, oh, I struggle with rushing, or I struggle with breathing, or I struggle with closed mouth words, then you've got to associate these with a solution. So the solution could be like, I use the panda for the rushing because panda just doesn't care. It's just, panda's just going to do what it wants. It just does what it wants. So that's why I picked the panda. Breathing is the whale because it embodies the breathing technique that you actually need. So you take a deep dive, deep breath, and then you would release the words on the exhale. So like a whale would dive deep and it would release its breath on the exhale. So that's sort of the theory behind that. And then the open mouth is, you can either have, what I started off with was a phrase in my head before I began to speak. Anytime I began to speak, I would say, is my mouth open? Or you can use a visual image like a fish. And I used the koi because I thought I want a pretty fish, and that's probably the most iconic fish sort of thing that goes. So that's the theory behind that one. And you can create your own. It's entirely up to you. You need to it's up to you, because you need to be able to think of them when you are in need of them. So these might be okay for me, but for you, you might need something different. And just identifying it, you can now start to solve your own problems of stammering. And that's all I'm here for, is to help you solve your issues with stammering and to become voice confident. And to become voice confident, I didn't want to choose become stammer free, because we're all going to stammer for the rest of our lives. And I'm not saying that it's just stammering people that'll stammer. Everybody stammers. Even like if you put Netflix on and then put subtitles on, and you'll see stammers. You'll see it more often than not, and that's the key. Everyone stammers, they just don't get stuck, and and identifying the problem is the main issue of solving the problem, because you can't solve what you don't know. Thank you for watching.